Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a windy day. Today we are talking about the 2007 Chevy Tahoe that I bought a couple months ago. I've had a chance to drive it around quite a bit, and there are some new thoughts that I have on the things that I like best about it. So this has been a fantastic vehicle so far, so let's go ahead and get right into it. After a couple months of owning the Chevy Tahoe, I've honestly been really surprised at how much I like this SUV. Coming from a pickup truck as well as cars and that kind of stuff, I've never personally owned an SUV, and I've really been surprised at how much I like it, especially after doing things like modifications, doing things like that roof basket, as well as putting in floor liners and doing these rain guards. I also have some other modifications coming up, including headlights and a new grille, so make sure to stay tuned for that. However, there are things outside of those modifications that I have honestly just really liked, and I wanted to share them with you. So if you were ever interested in getting a Chevy Tahoe, you want to keep an eye out for these features and see if there's something that you can get when you make your purchase. First thing is actually a feature that I really wanted, I never had before in any vehicle whatsoever, and that would be remote start. I really wanted remote start in my Chevy Tahoe. I knew they had them starting in 2007. I really wanted one, so I got one with it, and honestly it is something that I've used so much. It is winter, as you can see right now. There's a ton of snow on the ground, so it is really nice for me to be able to start the car up before I get into the vehicle. So let's go ahead and use it. That is pretty cool, and honestly for 2007 that is quite impressive. I don't think too many vehicles in this year of vehicle had remote start, and I just have been really impressed by it and honestly use it all the time. One thing I wasn't expecting is when you use the remote start, it actually automatically turns on the heated seats. As you can see, the heated seats are on, so they heat up for you, and it's really nice to be warm when you first get into the car. It also turns the heat all the way on, which is really awesome. Which actually brings me to the next thing I like about my Chevy Tahoe the most, is that it does have heated seats. So these heated seats are actually really easy to use. Let's go ahead and flip you around and show you. So from the driver's side, you can see these are the heated seats. You just press these buttons to turn on the heated seat. This is the back, this is the bottom, and then of course you can also turn it on in the passenger side, and the rear occupants in this specific Tahoe actually have heated seats as well. I've honestly been pleasantly surprised at how much I use these heated seats. Of course, the auto start, like I mentioned before, automatically turns on the heated seats. However, I like to use them outside of that as well. I've never really used heated seats before, and honestly I really like them, and it's my number 2 favorite thing about this SUV. So the next thing I never thought I would use so much would be the automatic tailgate. It is just so nice to be able to press a button and it opens up the tailgate when you are shopping or anything like that. You just come right up to the vehicle, the tailgate is already open, and you can throw stuff in there. If you don't have it already, these Husky mats are really nice, and I like them a ton. However, it's just really nice to be able to just press a button, it opens and closes. You don't have to have any extra hands or anything like that, and it's just open when you are already there. But the next thing is these rain sensing wipers. I actually really do like the way that these work. So basically it senses when there's rain on it. You just got to make sure it's turned on. It'll change how quickly the wipers move as you're driving down the road, and it's really nice. I've never had that before, and it is extremely helpful, and I use them all the time, you know, when it's raining. Last thing is less of a feature and more just the capabilities of this vehicle. I've been really impressed with since I've owned this the past couple of months, and that really comes down to the ride quality of this vehicle. Before this, I had a 2004 Ram 1500 upgrading to a 2007 Tahoe, which is also a body-on-frame vehicle. I honestly expected the ride to be very similar, especially since the air ride was switched over to a passive. I was expecting a little bit of a rougher ride in this vehicle, and honestly I've been pleasantly surprised to find out that it really isn't. This thing drives really smoothly. It's kind of like what you would expect from like a land yacht of, like, you know, the Buicks back in the day and that kind of stuff. It's really smooth, but it also has really good steering. I've been really impressed by it, and it's been really fun to drive. I honestly really like driving this vehicle. We have a 2013 Ford Explorer as well, and I personally like driving this car much better, even though it's a good 6 years older. It's just been a really great vehicle, and I've been really impressed. So with that said, guys, that is the 5 things that I have found that I really like about the Chevy Tahoe now that I've owned it for a little while. If you own one of these, let me know what your your guys' favorite things are down in the comments, or, you know, let me know the things that you may not like, and I'd love to look into them as well in the Chevy Tahoe. So far, super impressed with this one. I'm really liking it. It's been a fantastic vehicle for me, and I've really enjoyed driving it. I love all the features that it has, as the features that it has honestly are ahead of its time. A lot of new vehicles now in 2023 are getting rear heated seats and stuff like that, so it's really cool to see them in such an old vehicle. It makes it feel much newer than it is. Make sure to subscribe if you like this. I have some new modifications going on to this Tahoe here soon, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. Make sure to subscribe. It kind of works as a bookmark for you guys, and make sure to like this video, as it helps me out a ton in making it so that the YouTube algorithm pushes videos like this out to more people. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Have a great one.